Hey everyone, something tells me the end dippers in Alberta have now had the clock reset and the countdown is on to the end, the demise of their power. And this is a video in response in regards to, and this is at a CBC News Edmonton, but you're seeing it put forth, presented by all the media outlets, online, alternative, and establishment, right? Headline for this one is Wild Rose and PC members approve Unite the Right deal with 95% voting yes. So conservatives in Alberta, now let me get to the sub-headline, I guess. Wild Rose leader Brian Jean to resign post, run for leadership of new Conservative Party. So the United Conservative Party, is, as they're calling themselves now, they've united the right. And even with all the bickering and argument that the right-wingers can have, and yeah, I've seen it. Right-wingers are the ones that are the most predominant type of people under their particular ideology or political leanings is yes, their infighting is tremendous amongst those types, right? But they've seemed to be willing, especially under the the pretense of having Notley and the end dippers running the economics and social aspects of that particular province. They're like, yeah, well, let's go put our petty differences aside, boys, because and girls, because we got to do something right here. We got to stop relying on the fact that we basically were handed on a silver platter the fact that we continue to win, political party races and remain in power for what, 40 to 44 years. The end dippers have shown them, and what you've really done, folks, you socialist types, is you are the ones that are responsible for uniting the right. Right? And they are more than willing, from what I see, especially with a 95% ratio voting yes. That tells me there's a lot of people that identify as conservatives, probably libertarians even. Maybe even those that would identify as classical liberals. They seem to be all willing to put all their petty differences aside and say, no, we got to join forces to fight these collectivists, these socialists, right? Although I think they're all collectivists in one degree. If they're a political party, right, they still want to rule over you and use that collective ideology, that collective religion. But they're saying, hey, we've got a much better sales team, we got a much better tactic, and it'll be much more beneficial to the Albertan people and the Canadian population at large, right? So they have, like I say, they seem more than willing to put their petty differences aside. So I'll start right now and say, I'll make this prediction, which I never do. And if I'm proven wrong, I have no skin in the game, right? But if I'm proven wrong, I'll say, hey, I guess I wasn't as right as I thought I was. But because I'm not completely, I'm not an Albertan and I don't have any real world experience in that province and know the general mindset of that particular population. I think I have a decent understanding, but without having feet on the ground, it's still subjective. My opinion is still subjective, but something tells me that the end dippers, today or that day that they joined together, they joined forces, that was the day the countdown's on till the next election, where you're going to see the New Democrats, you're not going to have any political sway anymore. Matter of fact, you probably lose, not just push back to where you were originally, you're probably going to end up being way pushed way back to the back of the bus. Maybe another headline. I mean, I would read into the article, but in reality, the headline is the only thing that really matters in this particular video is, the right has united, and they're willing to stand in full opposition to the socialists that they recognize that are trying to take over and dominate the political discourse in that province. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.